like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Chad calling.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow. Shift. Watch the shift.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Yellow. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Hey, Sunday.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Cooper's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He got 29 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
I got you.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, 57.
Check hot route. Hot, hot. Watch the motion.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
43.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Keep it up. Shoot.
Yellow.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Right down. You want it, eh? Right there. 56. There we go. Alert flat.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
From the 36, Carr. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's Carr. He's got his man here. It's Green. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan. all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the...
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Myles Garrett, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You better bring it. 49, check 49, check 49. Switch. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Fire down these two, fire down these two. Go on, Eddie. In your face.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kareem Hunt, 79 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? Quick strike, the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Squeeze, double. Hey, switch gears. Alert 3,
Yellow.
Alert 3.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings 23-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. Check safety.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in. And he loses the football a second time. There he goes, left side. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game. Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
Come on here, come get some. You're mine.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the 38, Carr. Green brings it in. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then.
Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And some space here. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is taken at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
This position, trying to get back into the game. Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
You're trapped, you're trapped. Mike 56, Mike 56. You get blocked, me. You get blocked.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to throw here. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken on the 25. He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Safe. Hey, Riblet.
57. Mike, 57.
Yellow.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Check your hot read.
Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
I know
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Kill. Under 10.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Watch QB drop.
They run again on first down. Cook trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Check that.
Check Mike, 54.
They'll look to throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
180! Check!
They'll run on first down. Pollard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Under crunch.
Here's Pollard again. And fighting down inside. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback, and when he delivers the
He'll look to throw here, and able to find Green. There he goes left side, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Willis showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Easy. He's coming. We got double up.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Sponge. No. Motion. Lights 57. 15. Hey. Yellow. Joker.
On second down, it's Pollard.
Kill.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
57. Attack. 55.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On first down, Pollard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, partner, Marvin, our number 1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's